Hello people, this is Power here with a review of the Kamen Rider Wizard Shokugan Wizard Ring Set 09. So, yep, I'm covering a candy toy line for Wizard Ring because for some reason they didn't know what to do with Beast of the Last Ring. So obviously we're going to be covering the Kamen Wizard Ring and the Driver On Wizard Ring Shoei Mahotsukai driver version, or the White Wizard driver version, or I think it's just the White Wizard version. I don't know. They don't tell us specifically. Just to let you guys know, I obviously sadly had to get um the entire set for this. Luckily it was only like $18, and I got these for like essentially $2.25 each. But I don't want those Rider ones at all. So I'm not gonna cover them, but look out for the demo, because I'll show their sounds in the demo, but I won't look over the actual thing itself, just because you can just scan these without actually taking them out. But besides the point, let's take a look at the boxes, because this is our first candy toy Wizard rings that we're going to look at. So obviously, as you can see here, we have Beast with the Kamen ring. Just warning stuff. Okay, this is the entire lineup. So we get the Kamen Driver On White Wizard driver version, Axel Trial, DN, Kiva Emperor, Armed Hibiki, Kaixa, and Kuga Rising Ultimate. Which surprisingly, actually, each of these have their show logos. Surprisingly, with Rising Ultimate, accurately, it actually has the Decade movie logo, so I appreciate that. Here's the top, Kamen Wizard Ring. The bottom, expiration day of 2014 April, which of the candy, which I'm still going to eat no matter what. So back here it actually just shows using it within the Beast Driver and Dice Saber, and then there's Wizard ring size and such. This is still the same. Again, there's White Wizard. I don't think he has the, yeah, he has the ring right there. Same warning stuff, same lineup. Driver On Wizard ring. And yeah, so that's essentially it for these two. So let's actually open these up, because again, I got them sealed. So here we have the two rings finally out of the boxes. Moving the Driver On White Wizard driver version ring out of the way, let's look at the main, technically one half of a main ring, the Kamen Beast Wizard ring, which obviously it's similar to all the other Beast rings, because the interesting thing with the Beast rings in the candy toy line is that they're actually not different, just because it's already just black plastic, so there's not really that much difference. So technically with Beast, you could have just gotten him through Gashpon Candy Toy, but obviously, DX is just kind of the best option. Really the only difference is that you got the trans stamp here on the side. This is still the exact same as everything else. The point, doesn't really fit through. Other than that, the front of it is pretty neat. Obviously, you got the Beast, or you got Beast in the middle, then you got Falco, Delphine, Buffa, and Chameleon around, which it's really neat. And this one's actually interesting because this one's like the flattest one, because nothing's like popping up as much, which I think makes it more interesting. Here's the pin set for Kamen. As you can see right here, it only presses one pin. So yeah, moving on to the White Wizard driver version of the Driver On Wizard ring. This one's I think it's just simply a repaint of the original one. Because obviously the White Wizard driver is a repaint of the Wizard driver, so just repainting this makes sense. And you actually get it positioned like this. Technically, going by how this is, it's supposed to go like this, but obviously just because of how you put this in the driver, or you scan this in the driver, it makes a lot of sense as to why you would want it to be positioned up. But yeah, so the interesting thing with the candy toy, and I assume Gashapon wizard rings, is that they're actually the back of them are actually duller. I don't have a DX one by me. I should have. Actually, never mind, I do. Here's Super Sentai. So, as you can tell, the color is significantly different, and the silver is actually painted. That's not the case for these ones. They're just simply dull on the back and such, and, you know, the DX ones have a blue tint to them as opposed to just this dull tint, which I think I kind of prefer this more, because the blue kind of feels weird, but oh well. So that's really it. Yeah, that's really it for this. So let's just take a look at Kamen Rider by itself and its original stuff, or its orientated stuff, and then we'll look at everything in the White Wizard driver. Okay, the Beast driver. Obviously, open it like so, and insert Kamen Rider. Obviously, like so. If I can. So you get this new standby, and the interesting thing with this one is that it actually goes through all 7 LEDs, which is really neat. And obviously let it go. So you get random gibberish and then all 5 animals. And obviously you can do a kick strike. However, just like Griffin, it's pretty generic. Then the Dice Saber. Obviously, it's the same standby. Yeah, and pretty generic, like Griffin. Okay, so here we are with the White Wizard driver. Obviously, the first thing we're actually going to do is the driver on right away. So obviously, just because that's how it technically works in show. And as you can see, from here, it has an orange LED at the center. So, but obviously, like, you know, when you wear this, obviously the way your hand's going to get positioned is like so, which is essentially having this faced like that. Because personally, I just wish they designed it the other way, because technically, if you do wear it the correct way, you know, like this, then the hand's going to get faced like so. So I just think they should have just turned this around completely, but oh well. Last but not least, my eyes. It just says Phantom because that's what Dragon Rise, I believe, does. So technically, functionality-wise, it doesn't do much. And obviously that's really it, because obviously despite there being 6 other Legend Rider rings included, those will be I demonstrate those within the demo. And as a quick teaser, here are all the announcements they make. So overall with this set, I'll say it's pretty like decent at best. Like you finally get the last beast ring you need to complete your beast ring collection. You get one more white wizard driver, or like white wizard ring that's significant. But then however you're just stuck with like, if you actually do get the set, then you're kind of stuck with like 6 other Legend Rider rings, which personally with me, of how I'm going to handle Legend Riders, I personally just want to pick up the premium sets just because, you know, they're fully colored. But if I can't, then I think I might just pick up like the ones that showed up in Ultimatum, because those ones weren't colorized. So, but however, I don't know which ones were canon technically. Both of them were. As of now, I'm not really as focused on like collecting Legend Rider rings or like the Legend Rider rings, especially because if the majority of the ones in the line are generic. But I'm going to be hypocritical in the next review. But I do recommend trying to pick these up individually, but if you do have to get a set and are able to like hand off the other Legend Riders, then it's pretty worth it. Again, I got this off of Mandarake for like $18 as the entire set, which 18 divided by 8, that makes it $2.25 per ring, so that's pretty worth it. However, you need like one ring or the other ring, or if you just want to get them individually, you're gonna have to like pay up to like $4 to like $10 at best. I think Kamen Rider is still up. This one, like out of the two, this one's the hardest to get, and it's like I didn't want to just get Kamen Rider by itself, so I'm like, I just thought it was more worth it to get in the set. But other than that, it's really up to you. So this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people. Bye.